start with intentions. Intentions and distractions. My intentions for the call are to go through the board. There are like a couple of like bugs that came up related to the issues that were up before regarding like Taurus wallet integration. So we could chat about those briefly. And there's a few things like from design that I think we're ready to pass from dev. But other than that, there's not a ton on the board. So I was thinking we could use the time to talk about any forum posty stuff if we want to talk about like liquidity swaps or any of this token streaming things like the double stream rewards things. And and then there's also just like a bunch of issues on the board that are like, oh, I get the Give token on Zapper and all the stuff. So we could just delegate those non-dev issues to non-dev people who are willing to take them on. And I'm not distracted. I'll pass it to Amin.
Hello, everyone. Yeah, I'm so excited today because we have merged, the first draft of merging the repository and application, Giveth application together is ready. It's a long way. We have lots of things to do, but we have started. So after this, all the devs will work in a single repo. And that would, and I'm interested to talk about Taurus and those issues and other bugs that we have. That's it. I'm not distracted. I pass it to Cherry.
Thank you, Amin. Hello, guys. My intention is to talk about Taurus merged repos, sync up with the guys, and I'm not distracted. I pass it down to Marco.
Thanks, man. My intentions, just a second. If possible, to clarify the showing the Give stream both on XDAI and ETH networks to see where we stand there. Maybe just to review the new harvest model. If we get to that, other than that, I'm okay with your agenda, Lauren. And I pass it over to Willie.
Thanks, Marco. GM, everybody. My intention is to wake up and get through that excellent agenda that Lauren put together and sync on everything there. I don't have any topics to add to it. And hope everyone's having the best day ever. And I will pass to Amin. Oh, sorry, Amin's gone. I'll pass to Griff.
Nice. I'm very excited for this call. As always, up the snapshot instance, that I'm going to finish that, and am excited about the agenda. I might add some topics once I get my focus back. And I'll pass it to Mitch. Did you go?
No, I haven't. Just here to listen. I don't think I have any pending issues on the GIVeconomy. But happy to hear about the new stuff that's coming up and see what I can pick up. And looks like Pavle just joined.
Sorry, I'm late.
No problem. Intentions, distractions.
Can you hear me now? Can you see me? Is everything cool?
Yeah, everything cool.
Okay, so that was for me. Sorry. My intentions are to So the one that's most immediate is to work on the let's just call it the relayer or the bridging contract that will allow us to send much more givebacks to the token distro. So that's something I was supposed to work on yesterday, but I wasn't actually feeling very well, so I had to take a bit of a break. And the other one is with the rest of my time to work on documentation as much as I can. And I think that's the most immediate stuff. So the distraction is I will have to go to the doctor today, but other than that, probably I will work on this, and that's it. Okay. Sorry, I just jumped in, so I have no idea who went and who didn't go. So
How about Ashley?
Yeah, I'm here. Good morning, you guys. My intentions for the call is, talk about the agenda, the issues and stuff, but also maybe just kind of review how the first round of givebacks went, maybe look at some of the things that we learned, and maybe clarify some things for the process moving forward, and just kind of reflect on that a little bit if there's time. and I'm not distracted, so I will pass it to Mohammed.
Hey everyone, my intention is to sync up with you guys. I didn't do much things on the GIVeconomy last week, and for the next week I may spend some time for finding conflicts of donations for reward and stuffs related to that. I have no distraction. I pass it to Mato.
Hey guys, today, yes, I mean, mentioned, really excited to have merged the dApps on one. So, yeah, I'm going to be working today with them to make that happen and move every page and make it possible, hopefully for this week, for everyone to be testing that version and move forward on that. Really excited to sync with all of you and, yeah, offer as much value as I can. I'll pass it. Who's missing? Am I the last one, Lauren?
I think you're the last one. Yeah. Yeah. No, it looks like you're the last one. Great. Awesome. Cool. Thanks, everyone. So let's just first go through the board because there are some issues on here that are we'll touch on a lot of the things that we have to talk about, I think, and then and then we can use any other time after that to go over anything else that anybody needs to talk about. So, okay, cool. I last I checked, this was last night, so I didn't get to test this because I just found this issue last night. But yeah, I was having some issues with this. With the Taurus wallet integration, I was using Brave. Oh, I'm seeing that you did a lot of stuff here. Oh, you submitted an issue to Taurus. Okay, cool. So does this mean that Taurus users can't actually successfully use the Give farm? I didn't try providing liquidity and all this stuff because it just was, I didn't want to send all the tokens to my Taurus wallet and fart around forever. But
let's turn this light. This is a Taurus issue because it works sometimes. First of all, I couldn't work with Taurus and Brave at all, even by disabling shield for the URLs that their dev said. So I tested on Quorum. In Quorum, it was working sometimes, and sometimes not. If you see, I have put the screenshot of my wallet, Taurus wallet. Some transaction I did. Go higher. Scroll up, please. Yeah, it's my transaction. But by the way, it works, but a few minutes later, it doesn't. And I saw that when it happens, there is some issue for Taurus to, fetching some information about gas, or I don't know what's the issue. But it is what it is. I think that we are done with Taurus. We have done what we should do. And about integration with Taurus, we had added a few wallets to support them, but I think they had not been completely tested. So we disabled all of them, and we just kept the MetaMask and Taurus, which are sure that they are working. For instance, for Taurus, it wasn't easy because the default connector wasn't working. We copied the code, modified that in some way in order to be able to, for instance, deactivate that, change the network. So it's working right now. If you have tested, the sharing network works both for MetaMask and Taurus. But my idea, I want to suggest that we have some checklists for any wallet which is added, and add them one by one, and be sure that each of them is added is working completely.
Yeah. Yeah, I totally agree. Okay, I have a question though. So with the staking, like the approve and stake and that Give Gardens one, did you have it work on Chrome at all? Because I'm just thinking and considering that maybe you can't use Taurus Wallet to interact with that smart contract. Wasn't that a thing? Like you can't use Taurus Wallet in the Gardens at all. And since those are isn't that somehow related to the Garden?
No, it's not a smart contract. It happens for the Taurus sometimes. I don't know what's the problem, but maybe it's a problem on XDAI. Who knows? I didn't test it on on Koan or mainnet, we can do it. We can test it. But so on XI sometimes works. If it didn't work. If it doesn't work, please just check your wallet, change your wallet, check it first again. Or I don't know, close Chrome, open it again. Who knows? Sometimes it works, and sometimes it's not. But we have not changed anything. The code is as before. It's problem on XI, but I can check on Koan and mainnet, but probably it doesn't have problem there.
Did you try testing like providing liquidity and staking with Taurus Wallet?
Yes, I saw. I put that on XI. I put a screenshot there. Did you see?
Oh yeah, but I thought that was like just from the 100% staking pool.
Yeah, I even added for, let's check that. It takes minutes, but let me be sure and tell you.
I think probably we need just in general more testing with Taurus Wallet. I think someone should like really go through, because I mean, if it works sometimes and doesn't work sometimes for some of the pools, it's not good like for our Taurus users. Like we should either put something in the documentation explicitly being like, oh, sometimes it doesn't work and you should really like import it into MetaMask and like really stress that point, or like, you know, make it work.
Yeah, I have used that even as staking, for instance, SushiSwap tokens. So we can see that it has worked. I can share my screen to show you. Let's share my screen. Do you see it's my Taurus wallet? Do you see it's here? Mm-hmm. I can harvest my reward. Let's see whether it works or not. Open here. Go ahead. I confirm. Oh yeah, it goes. You see?
Oh, cool.
Yeah, the transaction is here. It has confirmed. But you know, I don't know why Taurus. Yeah, it's later. It's notified later. But if I decide it's working, I can stake. It should work because Taurus is working right now. Confirm. Yeah, it went through.
Okay.
Yeah. But you know, it's working. Maybe a few minutes later, it doesn't. Who knows?
That's horrible. That's so bad. It works, and then sometimes it doesn't.
Can we get like a request response? If somebody catches it, like, can we just get some snapshot of what like the console in JavaScript is giving back or something like that?
Yeah, I did that. I created an issue on Taurus. Put the screenshot there.
Cool.
Maybe it happens for XI only. Let me test during the call. Let me test by Koan and see how it goes.
Okay, sounds good. Cool. But yeah, sounds like we just need to look into this a little bit more. So let us know. On that. Cool. So. Okay. Yeah, so I noticed that the mobile versions were all working fine, but I found a few small things on this Cherik. I know it wasn't on the first we should clap because they are amazing, and I was really surprised that it was happening. I was like, and then this was the problem. But it was so great. And then just like a couple of small things, like I tagged you on all these issues, Cherik, with the responsiveness. I don't know if you have time at all this sprint, but maybe I need to talk to Monique.
Sure, I will fix it. No problem. I think it's take 10 minutes to fix it. No problem.
Okay, cool. It's just because, like the buttons kind of crowded between donate and project verification, and then it was like that on the other pages too. But I tagged you on all of them. Did you see all the comments? I guess.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Cool. So emerging GIVeconomy types for version and Giveth.io. I guess you, Matteo and Amin, you guys are working on that. Is there anything we need to discuss, or can we just keep going?
I mean, you're muted.
You're muted, I mean.
Yeah, it's partially has done. Cherry has done most of the thing, and hopefully Matthew agreed that we should work on this new repo for the rest of our activity. And as we have a stable version of GIVeconomy, GIVeIO there, and Hyperscale was not complete, so it's a good time for merging these repos and work on the on single repo after this. Yeah.
And then it's going to be the TypeScript repo, like same as the one that it was before. Yeah, okay. And then so like issues that are with the GIVeconomy dApp, we should make in the TypeScript repo.
Not TypeScript, it's a new repo. It's GiveStaps to version 2.
Okay.
And there's a preview. Steps. Let's send you.
Okay. Giveth tabs version 2. And then, but yeah, when it's done.
Yeah. I sent you the link. You can, if you want to show the preview too.
Sure.
It's not complete, of course. Some styles are missed, but it's a single project. And if you see the URL, you will work with all the projects in single dummy. It's not complete, of course. Don't test that much. This, you can, for instance, if you switch to GIVeconomy, it switches fast, very fast. Go to GIVeconomy, for instance.
Ooh, it's so nice. Oh, cool.
Yeah.
So cool. Wow. Wow. Also, these are great projects. Like just Cal's Termits or Harley.
Yeah, and Monique, I don't know whether Monique is here or not.
No,
I missed him. Maybe it's time for a new issue be created on that new repo. I don't know. Yeah. How do you feel?
Yeah, that's what I think we should do. If we're making new issues, we make them in that repo, I guess.
Cool.
I don't know. I guess we need to figure out the right flow then, because it's like, then that will be like our staging site, but we need to have TypeScript version like on production too, right? So then if we're running into issues on production, we make them in that repo and then they get resolved.
That's the point. That in meantime, what you should do?
Yeah, maybe. I guess. Okay, maybe I have to talk to Monique about this, or I don't know what makes the most sense.
Yeah, it's a repo. I sent you the address.
Okay.
If you want to prepare.
Cool. Well, I guess I'll talk to Monique. Yeah, I see. Okay, cool. Well, okay, cool. Let's move on. Change people's addresses that couldn't claim from the give drop. So there was some discussion on the forum here about this. Do we want to resolve this quickly, or should we just continue the conversation?
I think we can resolve it pretty quickly, Mitch. I'm down. So the fear is, hey, we're going to transfer ownership of the Merkle distro a little bit before we have a full audit. And that's like, okay, not the best practice, but we have a voting app that is 24 hours. And I think it's fine to have a 24-hour delay before we can fix any bugs. It'll take 24 hours before we can fix anything really anyway. So we would, I think it's fine to transfer ownership of the Merkle distro to the agent that has the 24-hour voting app already installed in it, the Givebacks distributor. And then if the audit finds something that we need to fix, we just transfer ownership back to the multi-sig and fix it there and fix it that way. And it shouldn't be a big deal. But then we use the 5-day voting period for this actual change of address. thing. Does that sound good, Mitch?
Wait, you want to use the 24-hour for what? To change the ownership back?
Yeah, if we have to. We would only use the 24-hour to change the ownership back.
Right. Okay. So then, just so you know, that means since we're going to be using the give back distributor, that means it can be controlled by both voting apps, which is fine because either 24 hours, which is normal, or 5 days. So I don't think it creates any vulnerabilities. And if there was going to be any vulnerabilities, it's like, I think the Aragon app is just as airtight as Gnosis Safe.
Yeah.
I think if there's an error in the Merkle distro, like whoever owns it won't really change anything.
Yeah. The only thing is if we try to fix the error with the
longer.
If we try to fix it with the voting app, it's a little bit like, hey, there's 24 hours for you to attack us.
Mm-hmm.
You know? So it's better to just like, and then you're also telegraphing the fix, right, with that vote. So that's why it's generally better to use a multi-sig to fix things without this time delay. And and then just all get in a call and pass the multi-sig vote right then, you know?
Well, what I'm going to do anyway is I'm going to create the test vote and see if it actually works to change the allocation, because that might take time in itself.
Perfect.
So right now DR3 is in our give agent. I'll make the test vote, see if it works. It'll take 24 hours. Everyone has to vote on it. And then if that works, then we'll change the ownership of the real Merkle distro.
Okay, cool. But after give drops, of course, and all that, right?
Yeah, hopefully after givebacks.
Givebacks, sorry, yeah.
After givebacks. Yeah, so after givebacks, we can do that. And those givebacks will be hopefully go up by end of today, according to the forum post.
Great.
Yeah, and then instead of having 10 or 12 votes, we can just batch it all into one.
So am I right? I made quick steps. You're gonna make a test. The test change.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Vote for DRGIV3, and then change the ownership of the real Merkle distro to the agent, and then right away make the vote to change it back. Or no, right away you make the vote to do the real test distro, and then also make the vote to change it back.
No, because I don't know why we would change it back.
Yeah, we'll only change it back if we find an issue that we have to fix.
During the audit.
Yeah, if the audit comes out, if Alexi finds something that's like, hey, the Merkle distro has this vulnerability, it needs to be upgraded ASAP, then we'll first give back the ownership to the multi-sig while it'll take 24 hours to deploy the fix and everything and test it. So I think it'll be fine.
Cool. Great plan of action. Awesome. Okay, cool. Let's keep burning through. Oh, Mitch, I think this is the only thing that is still an issue. You were like, I don't have any issues. The only thing is that covenant thing, but I know you're working on it.
Yeah, I'm just, I can try it again today. Sam says the EVM CRISPR's been updated, so it should work. It still doesn't work on the gardens, but third time's a charm, right?
Cool. And this is the test vote in the staging garden, right?
Yeah, exactly. It'll be with the DRGIV3.
Okay, cool. When it's ready, let us know.
Mm-hmm.
We need CoinGecko to know we have a better link for our circulating supply API. I think you sent an email, but is this done now, Griff?
I mean, I guess it's done when they changed the link. I sent them an email, but I don't know if I haven't checked to see if they fixed it. I can check.
So we need to just review. Someone needs to just check. I'll put it in testing.
I'll check it right now.
Cool. Okay. Give curation spec.
You can close it. You can close it. They fixed it.
Oh, yay! I'll put it in done. Cool. Responsiveness of give. We talked about change, give, drop. icon in the GiveStream history table. This is just that small change, Tarek, that you were asking in the design channel.
Okay, we'll do it.
Give farm rewards on mainnet for the dollar value says none. This was not
fix it.
Oh,
Yeah, it's fixed.
Oh, you guys do these things overnight, I swear. You'll put testing.
I didn't move that, and which?
No.
Oh,
I
sorry.
just did it last night. I can.
Oh, you
Wait.
created that last night, that issue?
Yeah, last night I noticed it was happening.
Oh, we didn't push the update, I guess.
I think we
Oh no, it looks okay now. Okay.
You know, when the number become big, it appears because when there is a comma and formatting, it happens. That's yeah.
Okay. Cool. So it just needs to be pushed up, like pushed to production.
Yeah.
Okay. Add buy-in seconds to GiveEconomy. Oh, to the give drop.
yeah, I saw it.
Oops.
It's easy task. I will do it. No problem. I estimate 1 to it.
Okay. Oh yeah, sweet. GiveBank's analytics dashboard. I asked Bobby about that, but he didn't get back to me. Snapshot instance for governing a multi-sigs. I think, Griff, you're working on this right now.
It's actually done.
Wow.
Snapshot. Well, okay, it's not done. Like, at least it's up. My side's done. Pedro is going to try to add some actual voting strategies so that one give anywhere in all of our pools and all of our farms can still work for voting.
Okay, cool.
And we used give.eth for the snapshot website. So it's snapshot.org/# /give.eth.
Okay. It is cool. So given any pool can be used to vote. Great. Cool. Give backs modal. I signed Mo to this yesterday. I don't think he saw it before. Update our Etherscan and BlockScout for our token. I forgot about this, but I'll do it. Apparently, we need to add our token to Trust Wallet by making it PR, and then it'll end up on BlockScout. Azure server upgrade subscription will be.
No, I haven't. I have not even done anything there. I need to log in and apply for a new for an extension on our free server stuff. Thank you for that reminder.
Okay, cool. Cool. Ensure the USD prices of tokens given other saved in the database is correct for giveback. So I think there was some discussion about like how to improve this in the next rounds. Yeah. Are you doing this on the sprint, Mohammed?
It's very it's kind of big task, and I don't know I can do it because I have about 2 or 3 big tasks in for dApps. But if I can finish that, I will get some help from Amin and go forward on this issue.
Okay. Great. Maybe you want to put an estimation, or you put the estimation only when it's in the sprint?
It's very hard to estimate because I have to talk with Amin for that.
Okay.
It's a little bit, yeah.
No worries. Okay, audit report. Did Oleski respond, Griff? You're checking to see like how long it will take, or I don't know, any updates?
No, he didn't respond yet.
Okay.
Yep. I am, of course, the moment that we get any communication, I'm like on it. I think we have enough to make him happy as an auditor. I should be able to find his way. But again, any questions, I'm there.
Yeah, thank you, Polly. Awesome. Harvest Modal is long and crazy. I saw you made a comment, Marco, but I didn't look at it yet. Because it was just 35 minutes. Oh, cool. Hey, look. Okay. I guess I should look at this after, or should we look at it now?
Yeah, whatever you want. You can do it afterwards. You can do it now, depending on how much time we have.
Ooh, I love it. I think it looks great.
Yeah, I also sent it to Chris to check it out and give his feedback on that because he made some comments.
Yeah.
I also made one comment before this one because if we're looking from the other opposite direction where a user is claiming something from givebacks, then the numbers they click on when they click on harvest won't match. So, well, anyway, take a look at it afterwards and let me know. I would definitely love to do some user testing on this as well. So.
Yep. Cool.
But for now, this could work as like one single harvest model for basically everything, right? Because whenever you click on harvest, you're harvesting everything, and then we're just giving you the big number, which is from the give stream, and then we give you the breakdown below. So no matter if you're on the givebacks or on the give stream or on the give farm, you should basically get the same harvest model every time with the same breakdown.
Yeah, I think that's a great idea. Yeah, I'll leave any comments. I think there is that weird nuance with givebacks, but I think it can be easily resolved with like a toolkit.
All right.
Cool. Nice. Yeah, stoked about that. Improve give farm page with buy give more prominent. So the design was done on this. I guess this is also pretty small. Cherrick, can you put this on your list? It's just adding this, I think, and changing some icons.
Sure. It's okay. Yeah, I can do it.
Okay, cool. And then this is adding the video to the overview page, which is very cool.
Yeah, I also left a couple of comments, like a small to-do list there, like a checklist. 2 of them or 3 of them or 2 of them are not related to this exact issue, but it's the same page. So you're basically moving the sub navigation at the top, below the main navigation, adding a full bleed video. When user clicks on it, it gets, it starts playing. And then also updating the give drop box with small information. That's another issue that is existing. And adding a couple of more boxes below the give drop call to action. That is because when I observed some users, they were trying to navigate back to the give farm and give backs and give stream, but we're actually looking for that information at the homepage. And I thought like those call to action were missing, so I added a couple of more boxes below.
Okay, cool. I'll just change the title of the issue, and then maybe I can just tag the other. I'll attach the other issues to this one and close them. I'll be like, they're included in this issue. Maybe Cherrick, you could just make an estimation on this, and then I mean, if it fits in the sprint, I don't want to like add too much to you and ruin Monique's plan.
Yeah, I should serve the people, and if I can, I will do it. But
Okay.
I don't know.
Okay, sounds good. If not, we can do it next sprint. Retroactive givebacks. So this is like come up as another thing that we should discuss doing again soon. Do we want to discuss like and actually start making actions on this? So it's like Griff made a comment, retroactive giveback. So it's basically like anyone who donated to verified projects since we started doing verified projects, which was in April 9th, I think, or no, yeah, June 15th. June 15th is the first time we had verified projects on Giveth. So every donation to verified projects from June 15th until now should get givebacks, and we can like distribute this, I think, from the RGive DAO. So the donations to Giveth get 100% givebacks, donations to verified projects get 75% givebacks, and then to listed projects get 10% givebacks.
And because of the slow roll on verified projects, I would be happy to just say any project that's verified right now, qualifies for givebacks. And then we do it all the way back to where we stopped counting givebacks, where we stopped rewarding people in the give drop.
Yeah. Yeah, I think that's cool. I think that's a good idea. And I think maybe, what we need to do is I think we need help from Mohammed to compile a list of all the donations. Mohammed, it sounds like you're busy this sprint, right?
Yeah, I think so. But what's exactly the issue?
So the issue, what you would need to do is basically like we're doing for givebacks rounds, but the time bracket will be from June until the time that we're distributing them. So like this huge big, June until the day that we launched. And then we have like 3 different categories: projects that donated to Giveth, donations to Giveth, donations to verified projects, and donations to any projects. And then it's like the factor is different. For donations to Giveth, it's the givebacks factor is 1. For donations to verified projects, it's 0.75. And for any projects, it's 0.1. And then so we do a givebacks round basically, but like for all those donations that happened from June until December of last year.
I think it can be possible with our current sprint and our endpoint. What do you think, Mitch? With changing the range of time, we can get this information just now. I think we might do it.
Getting all the eligible donations and the givebacks calculation.
Yeah.
Should be fine.
Yeah, I think the current script with Swagger, like we can put in the dates and put in the give factor and all that stuff in there. I think that it's all possible with the current scripts that we have.
Cool.
We also need to do it for Trace.
I'll need something else then, because I don't think it's looking at the Trace database.
Yeah,
yes, it does.
It is? Okay.
It even shows the source, so you can tell whether it came from Trace or IO already.
Okay, cool.
So it seems relatively easy. We just need to run the current script with the dates, and then we need to review them, right?
Yeah.
Review the list, and then and then show that all the prices are correct, basically. Review the list for fraud. And then we could maybe distribute it with feedbacks, or
I think it's fine for it to take a while.
And I would do it separate.
Yeah.
So we don't get this big mess of votes.
Cool. So maybe we could distribute it, I don't know, after round 2, before round 3, like sometime within that week.
Let's not commit to a time, but yeah, that would be a good target.
Well, we don't need to commit to a time, but in order for it to get done, we need to have an idea of the time so that the work can start getting done. So it's like we could run the script anytime between now and the end of round 2, and then like have it ready to distribute.
As long as we're not promoting that timeline publicly, it's like.
Yeah, of course.
And then maybe going to some points made. When should we calculate the price? Right before we run it?
I think we should calculate. Yeah.
Okay. So then the scripts, you'll have to get them right before we run them. Well, the price will change. That's a thing. Between the time that it's reviewed and then the time it's actually distributed, the price will change.
Yep.
So then it'll actually be a different script because the price will be different.
The amounts of give will change, but the fraud detection is like,
donations won't change.
Yeah.
Okay.
So then when we distribute, we use the time of distribution, the price of Giveth, the time of distribution, right?
Yeah, basically the block time.
Okay. And this comes, we're going to send this out from the RGIV DAO, right?
Oh, it's coming from the token distro, so yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, so the thing about the time of distribution is it's at the time of running the script. Like, we'll have to put the price in. So it will be a different price from the time of running the script to the time of distribution. Otherwise, we would have to run it all over again.
Oh,
Well,
okay.
it's 24 hours.
Right. Wait, but we run the script twice. We run it once and then we review it and then we run it again, omitting the things that were weird.
Yeah.
Sounds good.
Okay. Cool. I'm sorry. Cool. Typing words. Cool. Ooh. Top of token distro, what we had if we had 920 million. I think it was a forum post, right? Waiting for 5-day licenses. I think
Yeah.
it's done.
So we can probably do that whenever we want.
Cool.
There's no time rush on it. Let's just get and
the treasury to the token distro.
yeah, I think that's the right way to do it.
Okay, and the token distro just holds tokens normally? Like
Yeah.
okay.
It's just a transfer. Right? I mean, we can just transfer the token distro and that'll be fine.
What'd you say?
Right? I mean, for confirmation, we can just transfer to top up the token distro with 24,000 tokens. We can just transfer it. We don't have to call a function or anything.
You mean the token distro capacity is static? It's 2 billion, I guess, right?
Yeah.
So till 2 million, we have capacity. 2 billion we have capacity.
So no, but what we're saying is that in order, because we took tokens out of it, and it's missing tokens compared to what is going to be distributed. So how do we top it up? Can we just use the transfer function from our RGIV treasury and send it to the token distro?
Yeah, what means top it up? I'm sorry, the term is
just fill it up to the amount that it's supposed to have.
You know that last checkbox on the deployment? Remember we didn't on the deployment notion, we needed to add more tokens to the token distro.
Yeah. You know, it's not aware that it has token or not. It just tries to send. So if it doesn't have balance, the transaction will fail. So we can just, you are right, Mitch. We can just transfer, update its balance on this token smart contract.
Okay. We can just transfer. So I guess, is that something we just assigned to you, Mitch?
Yes, please.
Well, I will assign it to you. No, unassigned grip. Great. Oh. Joe Maynard, the next day streams the same view. Yeah, I asked Vitor about this. I just messaged him in Telegram last night, but he didn't respond on whether or not it is possible. So I'll let you know, Marco, when he gets back to me about like the feasibility of it. Change XDI to Gnosis chain everywhere. I don't know. Maybe we do this next sprint as well. I think we should start it in the documentation, but then like, I think I'll get, I'll get Monique to put this on the next sprint so that we can just make sure it's consistent across the whole DApp.
Sure, thank you.
Oh, hey, Monique.
Hey.
Didn't see you there.
Yeah, I was late, sorry. If you find the bandwidth, we can do it in current sprint, because we have some budget for
cool.
Maintaining.
I was bugging Cherrick about some other issues that he was going to put estimations on, and if he has time to put in the sprint later. But I think this X diagnosis chain thing is like, it's a nice to have soon, but not so important. I think like the extra little things, and that there were the other issues were like more making the GIVeconomy like much more pretty and much more usable. The issue that Marco had made. So I think prioritize. I could actually just tell you, Monique, since you're here and you weren't here before. I think it was what did I call it? Front end fixes to give issue 414. This would be this would be nice. Would be nice to have in this sprint if there's time.
Okay. How much story points do you think it takes, Cherrick? If it's tiny, we can take it.
I didn't see the Figma, so I didn't give a story point. Let me check it and set it.
Yeah.
Okay, solve the issue. Oh, sorry. I think Cherrick is going to check it, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Solve the issue of many votes to distribute givebacks. I didn't read this conversation. Is there, do you guys need to resolve anything here? Or is there any probably Mitch, Griff?
It looks like, I guess Pablo can speak for it.
Sorry, I'm stumbling with the mute. Basically, yeah, I think I have enough to just finish this, because the only thing that was left a little unclear to me is what we will do with the funds that are already deployed, that are already assigned. So as far as I understand, there's really no way to reassign the funds that are assigned to the agent, and you can't just proxy them through another contract. You have to call send givebacks. But I think that's not an issue in this case. It's just a matter of implementing this, and it will be fine. But correct me if I'm wrong, of course.
I mean, the agent in the NR DAO has been assigned all of the givebacks allocation. Is it possible to remove, or not been assigned, but has the power of a distributor to an amount? Is it possible to lower that number? No, it's not. So then I guess the agent just has extra giveback, has extra power over the distro.
Yeah, as far as I understand, that's not something we can Unfortunately, the way the contracts are coded, there's no way to actually remove a distributor once it's allocated. So definitely we're going to implement this, because it's something that we need to do. But I'm not sure if we need to fix the issue we have with the agent. Do we need to consider upgrading the contract in such a way that we can remove this functionality? Basically, just have the ability to remove a distributor, or is the security hole that we don't want to have? That was the one thing that was left unclear. But regardless of which, we'll implement this solution, and then we can see what to do with the funds that are still allocated to the agent. Yeah, but that's it for me. Honestly, I don't have anything to ask in this call.
Okay.
So sorry, the final solution was to create something like Merkle drop for
So
every give back.
yeah, I can write it out. We had a discussion inside the channel on Discord, but I will write up exactly how it works. It's much simpler than a Merkle distro. Because basically you just say, okay, I am sending 10 batches of givebacks, and each one of them is a hash, and then you just you send a bunch of these batches, and then essentially whoever executes the send give back call through this proxy needs to have everything in the hash needs to line up properly. But it's not a Merkle tree because we're just storing like up to 10 hashes on XDAI. It's not worth really breaking your brain over, and implementing something to offset the gas cost even further. I propose a solution that's kind of like a pseudo Merkle tree that can have us only use one storage slot, but it's probably not worth to make it so complicated. So in a nutshell, there's one call that just says, okay, here are like 10 hashes because there are 10 sort of batches of givebacks that need to be sent out, and this gets stored in the contract. And then anyone can come in and execute one of these batches if he sets if the caller sets all the addresses and all the amounts correct, which makes sure that this is exactly working like the Merkle drop. So it's resistant to tampering. And I need to think about it a little more. Just like, do we keep this? Do we just reset the storage slots or not? But that's a story for another time. Essentially, it's that's the way it's going to work. We'll just have a bunch of hashes, and every time you send it, you just invalidate the hash. You set it as complete, and that's it. So, yeah.
Yeah, and it will be much fast, how much more efficient it will be than sending the couple of address and value. The storage will be half.
Yeah, I'm not sure I understand the question, but basically, the other way would be we would have to store every address and every amount, which would require a lot more storage, and it would be slower because potentially, basically, you're doubling the number of transactions, right? It was my original idea, but it was kind of dumb when you really think about it. It's like we don't need sequential. The only thing that you lose is like there's no guarantee of sequential order this way. Like you can execute technically somebody could come in and execute like the second batch and then the first batch and then the fourth, then the third, then the ninth and whatever. The order is not guaranteed. And we have to store these batches. We can't forget what they are because we have to store them somewhere. But we already do that because we have the backend, we have the script, we have everything. So that's the way it works. At least that was the thing that Mitch, Sam, and I were discussing yesterday. And I think it's good enough. I mean, if you of course if you have anything to add, if there's something you don't like, please go ahead and comment.
No. We can discuss it later because I don't want to make the conversation longer here. I would like to see the code. That will be the best. We can discuss it later. Thank you for discussing.
Sorry for talking a bit longer, but that's it.
No, that wasn't. I should ask you